Hello kids, welcome back to the session of your English literature. We are moving on to the third video of your second chapter, The Blind Man and the Elephant. So in this chapter we are going to begin with the activities. I hope you remember the story. So we are moving on to the activities. Please keep the worksheets ready. Worksheet number 7 to 10. 7, 8, 9 and 10. Keep those two pages ready with you. Keep your pencils ready because you need to work out, you need to write the answers with me. So moving on to page number 7, we have some opposites, isn't it? See, find words from the passage which mean the opposite of kind, tiny, rough and short. So I have given clues for you to find out the meaning easily, and you can get the help of these pictures also. Okay. So look at the first word. What is the first word, children? Kind, isn't it? See a boy who's doing a kind action, he is helping. And look at this. Now what is the opposite of kind? Unkind. Kind opposite? Unkind. U-N-K-I-N-D, unkind. Now write here U-N-K-I-N-D, unkind. So kind opposite unkind. Now moving on to the second question we have tiny, tiny, small. So what will be the opposite of tiny? You see the image here, you can see a tiny image of a smiley. Now just opposite you have here huge. Repeat after me, children. Huge. H-U-G-E, huge. Right here. Touch the line, slant your letters towards your right hand side. H-U-G-E, huge. Repeat after me, huge. Your third question is rough. R-O-U-G-H, rough. You can see a finger touching a rough object over here. And what is the opposite here? You can see a finger touching a very smooth object. Okay, so rough, the opposite of rough is smooth. Repeat after me, smooth. Now spell it. S-M-O-O-T-H, smooth. Do not forget to put the card for T. Now moving on to the fourth question, short. A short person. What is the opposite of a short person? Tall. Now right here, see the spelling is also given here. T-A-L-L, tall. So short opposite tall. Now in the very same page, you are having a question answer session where you do not have to write the answers. Instead, look at the board, children. There are 4 options given for you. You have 4 options, and near to these answers, you are given 4 bubbles also. You are given circles. You have to find out the correct answer, and you have to circle the bubble. You have to bubble the circle near to it. Okay. First, we will read the question. How many blind men were there? Repeat after me, children. How many blind men were there? What is the answer to it? Read the options. Option A, 4, then 5, then 6, and then 7. So what is the correct answer? 6. So what do you have to do, children? You have to bubble the circle. So option C is correct. You have to bubble the circle. Take your pencils. and bubble the circle 6. So we have to bubble completely. So which is said to be the answer? Option C, 6. How many blind men were there? There were 6 blind men. Now take page number 8. In page number 8 we have 2 more questions. Sorry. In page number 7 again we have our second question. What was long and smooth? Somebody touched the elephant somewhere and he said it is very long and it is very smooth, just like a snake. What was that, children? See, we'll read the options. Option A, the elephant's tusk. Option B, the elephant's feet. Does the elephant's feet feel like long and very smooth? Never. The elephant's tail? No. The old man's cane. Did they touch the old man's cane? No. So what can be the answer? Yes, the elephant's tusk. Option A, the elephant's tusk felt like long and smooth. So bubble option A with your pencil. Bubble completely. Okay, children? Fine. Moving on to the third question. Which part of the elephant was felt like a snake? So somebody touched a part of the elephant and they felt like it was a snake. Which part of the elephant felt like a snake? It was long and was like a wiry thing. What was it? It was its tusk, its legs, its trunk, and option D, its teeth. Which part of the elephant was felt like a snake? Option C, trunk. So take out your pencil and color the portion trunk. Color option C, its trunk. Color completely. Okay, children? Now the fourth question in page number 8. Why did the blind men start to argue? Why did the blind men start to argue? Why were they arguing with each other? Because what happened? Now let's read the option. Option A, because they wanted to keep the elephant. Did they ever want to keep the elephant of their own? No, they did not want to keep the elephant. Let's see to the option B, because option A is wrong. Because they were all wrong. Is that the answer? No. Option C, because the old man made them feel confused. Did the old man say anything about the elephant? No, he did not speak about. Now let's see what is option D. Because each one thought his idea was the correct one, isn't it? Everybody thought that his idea was the correct one because what he felt was the correct one. So that was the actual reason the people, the 6 blind men were arguing with one another. So the correct answer is option D, and you have to bubble the circle which is near to option D. Okay, bubble the circle. Now we are going to list out any 6 nouns from the story. Actually, this should be done by you yourself. Okay, children? So, page number 8. List out any 6 nouns from the story will be given to you as a work, as a little homework for you. Okay, you have to do it by yourself. I have given you a video on reading. So, you have to watch your reading portion, watch the story, make it thorough and you have to list out all the nouns. You can take any 6 nouns. For example, you have elephant, fan, mahout, men, you have snake, you have spear, you have legs, you have trunk, you have the word elephant. So, there are many nouns in the story. You have to pick out any 6 nouns and write here. Okay. Now, moving on to page number 9, the first question you have is, why did the blind men stand by the roadside? Why did they stand by the roadside? Because, what happened? Can you tell me? The blind men stood by the roadside to beg from the people who passed by them. I have told about this towards the beginning of the story, that they were blind and they were homeless. So, they were standing, they stood by the roadside all together. They were begging from the people for their lives, for the food and for clothing. So, why did the blind men actually stood by the roadside? The blind men stood by the, tell me children, the blind men stood by the roadside to beg from the people who passed by them. Now, let's put these into the 4 lines. The blind men, B-L-I-N-D, blind men, M-E-N, men, stood by the S-T-O-O-D, stood by the B-Y, by the T-H-E, the roadside. Continue. R-O-A-D, road. S-I-D-E, side. To beg from the T-O, to beg. B-E-G, beg. From, F-R-O-M, from the people, T-H-E, the people, P-E-O, P-L-E, people who passed by them, who, W-H-O, who, passed, P-A-S-S-E-D, passed by them, B-Y, by, T-H-E-M, them. So, the blind man stood by the roadside to beg from the people who passed by them. Now, moving on to the next question's answer. What did the elephant's ear feel like to one of the men? So, one of the men among the 6 blind men touched the elephant's ear. And what did he feel like, children? Yes, he felt like a huge fan. Now, how to put that into sentence? One of the men, repeat after me, one of the men felt that the elephant's ear is like a huge fan. Repeat after me. One of the men felt that the elephant's ear is like a huge fan. Now, let's put this answer into our 4 lines. Now, start from the first line, capital O. We are beginning with beginning our sentence, so capital O. O-N-E, one of the men. O-F, of. T-H-E, one of the men. M-E-N, men. Felt that. F-E-L-T, felt. Cut for T, and T shouldn't touch the first line. The elephants, T-H-E. So there is no space for me to write the word elephant. So I am going to the next line. You should also do the same. If it doesn't have space in the particular line, you have to go to the next line. Now, E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T, elephant, apostrophe S, elephants. Understood? You have to write the word elephants as I have written on the board. Okay. Here is E-A-R, here is like a, I-S is, L-I-K-E, like a huge fan, H-U-G-E, huge, F-A-N, fan, full stop. So children, see, I was able to adjust my sentences, the answer in the first two lines. If you are not able to, you can use the third line also, okay. Do not adjust your answer in the two lines only because I have adjusted. You have to adjust the space between your words. You are writing with a pencil, so you have to adjust accordingly, and you can use the third line also, okay. Moving on to the last question in this chapter. How did the 6 blind men treat one another? So after the beast, after the animal, the elephant passed by, they felt the animal accordingly. Like one felt like a tusk, then other felt like a spear, like wall, like huge tree, like a fan, like a snake, like a rope and all. And they thought that the animal looked like how they touched. And after the animal passed by, they discussed among themselves and they started to argue, isn't it? So they were calling the others bad names, unkind names. That is how these people treated the other blind men, isn't it? So that is our question. How did the 6 blind men treat one another? The 6 blind men quarreled with each other about their different views on the elephant, isn't it? They were quarreling and calling unkind names. So let's put that into our sentence, children. The 6 blind men, T-H-E, the 6, S-I-X, 6, blind men, B-L-I-N-D, blind, men, M-E-N, men, quarreled, Q-U-A-R-R-E-L-L-E-D, quarrel. You have to write at a stretch. Try to write at a stretch. Okay. Now I have space here with. So I am writing W-I-T-H, with. Cut for T, dot for I. Each other. E-A-C-H, each, other, O-T-H-E-R, other. About their, A-B-O-U-T, about, their, T-H-E-I-R, their, different views, D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-T, different. Cut for T and dot for I. Cot for T and dot for I. About their different views. See how I am writing W? Sorry, how I am writing V, I, E, W, S. Views on the elephant. O, N, on the elephant. So, E, L, E, P, H, A, N, T, elephant, and then full stop. So, children, repeat after me. The 6 blind men quarreled with each other about their different views on the elephant. Okay, so these are the 3 answers. You have to learn it by heart. You needn't learn the spelling, but it is good always you learn the question answers by heart. It helps in your vocabulary when you speak. It gives you a good practice to speak in complete, correct grammatical sentence you will get. Okay, so try to learn out these answers. In the last page, page number 10, you have an image like this, and what could this be underneath the palm tree? You can easily make out that it is an elephant. So, children, that is all for this class. With this, we are winding up with chapter 2, the blind man and the elephant. Hope you have watched the video, you have enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, children. Keep a track on the English literature and keep a track on your reading habits. Thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay blessed, and stay safe at home. Bye.